welcome back to my channel. So I'm currently 29 and a half weeks pregnant and I have been so uncomfortable the last couple of days. So I wanted to sit down. I've been vlogging and doing other fun stuff, but for today's video I wanted to sit down and share with you guys my Amazon baby registry. This actually has to me, surprisingly, I've gotten so many DMs about on Instagram about like what stroller we chose or like how we figured out what to register for and stuff like that. And honestly, there was no really like rhyme or reason. I looked up a couple of lists and like watched videos on YouTube like similar to this one, but other than that I just scrolled through Amazon and used their checklist and just chose the things that I want. So I'm just gonna share mine with you guys because I think it would be fun and I think it's a good idea. Like, I watched a ton of these videos, so I wanted to put mine out there. Sorry, I'm looking on the iPad to try to find it. So I want to share mine with you guys because I think it would be a lot of fun, but also like it could be pretty helpful to some of you. So I'm not going to go through every single item, but I'll go through the gist of it and then I'll have my registry linked below so you can look through it and like copy the link if you want to like put the exact one in yours. With that being said, if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos or if you just haven't been keeping up, I am pregnant with a baby girl, and like I said, I'm 29 and a half weeks pregnant. So I'm in my third trimester with baby girl. So this is going to reflect like baby girl stuff and gender neutral stuff, and there is some like mom stuff on here too because you got to take care of mom, right? The first thing that I got the biggest question on was what car seat we ended up choosing. My mom and I ended up ordering it from Nordstroms.com and we got the Nuna Pippa in black. I don't remember the fancy word that they use it for, but it's like the all black with like the white insert one. It's not the light. We ended up going with just the Nuna Pippa because we liked the belt path, the European belt path that came with it. And the dream shade, the dream drape that came with it, versus it being like a £1.50 lighter and not having those features. So we went with that one. I love it. We installed it in our car like 2 months ago and we've just been driving around with it. I did take it out for a long time and I just had the base in my car just to get used to that. But since we recently moved, I just have it still in my car because I don't really have anywhere else to put it because we're staying at my mom's house. So that's the first thing. The second thing we got the most questions on is what stroller did we choose? And sadly, it's like one of my biggest stressors. We haven't completely chosen a stroller quite yet. And it's between two because I don't want to go too crazy. I'm not going to do anything like the Bugaboo or the Up a Baby Vista or anything like that. That's just a lot of money for us to spend right now, and it just doesn't seem realistic to put on a registry either. So the two that I'm trying to choose between are, and I'll have pictures of them, the Britax Be Agile, I think is what it's called. I haven't looked these up in a while. The 3-wheeled like jogger stroller. And there is converters that I have on my Amazon registry to click my Nuna car seat to that stroller for when she's little. And then just a jogging stroller I think is great. But also the Britax G4, I believe, is the newer version where it's like the 4-wheeled ones. I really like the look of those. They're really modern and they're kind of what's in. However, my heart is telling me get a jogger stroller. I just know that's like the style that I'll want to use. So I think we'll end up going with the Be Agile in Raven, the all black one. I think it's so pretty. I think it's functional. Doesn't come with cup holders is what I've heard and researched, but that's easily fixable, or just bring a water bottle instead and close it and put it underneath. But those were the top two questions that I was getting, was what stroller and what car seat did I end up going with. And now I'm going to get into more like the fun, like little things or like the essentials and stuff that I was able to put on my Amazon registry. The first thing I'm going to talk about on here is the Bumbo multi-seat, and that's the little Bumbo that has the tray across it as well. So while they're little and still learning to hold up their head, and then as they get the hang of that but they're still too little for a high chair, they can sit in this like on the table, or if you're like gonna sit on the floor by them. I think it's really helpful. We did already get a high chair. The high chair that I chose was the Juvie Nook high chair in charcoal. It's a pretty just basic, cute, like regular high chair, I think. And it was under $100, and someone actually already sent that to us from our registry, which was amazing. So we're super thankful for that, and this is what it looks like. So that's the high chair that we chose. However, when she is littler, I do think I'll want the bumbo, so I put it on there. And if someone does not get it for us, which is not a big deal, you do get 15% completion discount, so we can buy anything we want after that and have an additional discount towards it. So that's super nice. The next things that I have on here are like essentials to me, but obviously not like living essentials. Like, it's not something she needs to be alive, but are things that I think I'm gonna find really useful. So the next one is the 4Moms Mamaroo, and I really like the black one. I just think it looks really chic, it looks really nice. It won't look too cluttery because there's not a ton of dangly things, there's not a bunch of color on it, it'll just look nice. This one is like $200, so it's more spendy. However, again, if someone doesn't get it, I will use the 15% off to buy it. And I've had family members and friends all use it and love it. I know some babies will love some things differently, but it's one I'm definitely willing to try. And the DockATot that I chose was just the pristine white one. I didn't love any of the prints. I really like the marble, I really like Levy and Rose, but I think the pristine white one, where it's just all white all over, will be great. And if I want to buy a cover, I can. But I really like that one for when we're traveling or if we're coming over to my mom's house and she needs to take a nap or anything like that. She will be sleeping in a bassinet, and that's the next couple items I want to talk about from my registry. I was able to find the Halo Bassinet Swivel Sweeper Premier Setting, I think, I forget what, or series. As well as waterproof pads for like the mattress, and then there's sheets on here as like all over Amazon. So we got all of those things to have it ready, so she has a place in our room to sleep, but it's not our bed, it's just right next to me. And I was able to get all 3 of those things from Amazon all in like one swoop of just like getting her bedding, which was super nice. The next thing we registered for was the Owlet Smart Sock and the cam. I've done a ton of research on all of the baby monitors out there, and I used to be a nanny, so I've used a couple of different brands, and all of them are either very equal or have some sketchy reviews. And I know I want the Owlet Smart Sock ever since Riley and I got married. Even before then, we knew that was something that we wanted because we're both pretty big worriers. So if we can just ensure that when she's sleeping in her own crib, she has that sock on so we can monitor her heart levels and her oxygen and stuff like that, that's great. You can get the smart sock, the oxygen reader, and all of that kind of stuff, as well as like the camera and the monitor, for $330 versus like $250, and then buying a whole nother different brand monitor. I think it's just better for us to bundle them. So again, I know some of these are like higher priced items, and my registry I had a really hard time making because I didn't want people to feel like they had to get us expensive stuff. However, I'm not going to register for a $40 monitor because I don't want to buy the higher end one. So if that's not something someone wants to buy, that's totally fine. They don't have to get us anything, but just putting it on here gives you the 15% discount afterwards. And so like I'll use it afterwards so I can get the items that I really want, if that makes sense. So I had a really hard time making the registry, and I kept it private for a very long time, and I didn't share it because I was like nervous and stressed. But I'm at the point now where I'm like, we pretty much have a name picked out for baby girl. It feels so real. I feel so connected to her. I feel like our little family is like gonna be so complete for the next little bit. Like, I want her to have the best stuff, and I'm going with my mom gut, and the items that I want I'm gonna get. So I'm not gonna register for something cheaper so someone else will get it for me. I'd rather just spend the whole amount of money and buy it myself and get what I want. The next thing that I registered for were the Halo sleep sacks. I got one in like the newborn size and one in like the 0 to 3 or 0 to 6 month size, I think. So they're a little like sleep sack that you zip up over their arms. It's like a thick tank top, and it just keeps them warm like a blanket, but they can't like kick it up and get it in their face. I used this when I was a nanny. I nannied her from when she was just before she turned 1 to when she was 2.5, and the whole time she used Halo sleep sacks or like a muslin sleep sack. I do plan on tightly swaddling her when she is a baby, like a little newborn. But as she gets bigger, I do want to have those to try. I've heard great things about them, and they're $20 each. So I registered for 2 different sizes. And then I registered for one of the Ollie swaddles because I want to try it. There's been a ton of reviews done by doctors where the position that they have you put it at and the way that they formulated this blanket is safe for your babies to sleep with. And it, like, I don't know, you have to look it up. I'm like blown away by it, but I'm really excited. I registered for it in the lavender color, and I just think it's so precious. It helps to reduce the Moro reflex, which is like startling them when they wake up, and so it keeps them calmer and cozier and like asleep longer, which mama needs. Then I definitely registered for the Haka or the Haka manual breast pump. I did order my breast pump through my insurance a couple weeks ago, but I don't think I'll want to use it because I will be breastfeeding. And then on the other side, it's like a silicone pump. You fold it, put it onto your boob, and your boob, like, it naturally expresses the milk out, like the letdown. So instead of it ending up in a breast pad or in your bra or on your shirt, it goes into this silicone pump that is easily transferable to a bag, so you can freeze it, or a bottle so you can feed them the next time and then pump if you want. I just think it'll be super helpful and save me a ton of money on breast pads, and also I'll be able to get a freezer stash without having to like take separate time to pump because you feed and you use the Haka on the same side. So I definitely registered for that. I also have the Skip Hop Moby Bath 3-in-1. It has like the little mesh on the back. It's shaped like a whale, and you can change like how it sits up and then take the mesh out as your baby gets older. We've actually already received this as well, and I'm really happy about that because I love showers and baths as an adult, and I have as a kid, so I'm really excited to give her baths, and I think this is a great one. To go along with bath time, I also registered for the 4Moms spout cover in white, where you put it on your faucet, like your tub, and as the water runs through it, it tells you the temperature, and it's like red if it's too hot, yellow if it's too cold, yellow or blue if it's too cold, and then green if it's just right. And so that way you always know they're like in the safe temperature water. It's just like this. That is marked as one of my must-haves because I think that's just such an awesome like idea, and I think that's so smart. And then obviously like the cute hooded towels and the baby lotion and the Aquaphor and stuff like that. I have a couple packs of mittens and socks on here because that's something that I feel like I'll forget to buy at the store when I'm looking at clothes, because I'm like, oh, these are so cute. But like socks and mittens are an essential. Like their feet need to be warm and their little fingers need to be safe from scratching themselves. So I have that. Also, it's kind of bougie of me, but I did decide to only register for Honest Company diapers. Like I said, when I was a nanny, that's the brand that I used, and we never had any blowouts. We never had any like accidents or anything. So granted, people are gonna buy the diapers that they wanna buy, especially if they're going to a baby shower. However, I registered for like 3 different sizes, just 1 box of each, on my registry of Honest Company diapers, and if we get those, great, that makes me super happy. If not, I'll buy them myself. And if people want to buy us Huggies or Pampers or Loves, whatever, I'll still try and use them. But the brand I personally would like to use is the Honest Company one, so that's what I put on my registry so people realize that. And then I registered for the Komotomo bottles, only the 5-ounce ones in pink, and then I did the 8-ounce ones in green. Not that it matters, but I just chose different colors so I knew like the different sizes. And I'm really excited for those. They're like the natural feel, like softer silicone. I also registered for the Philips Avent anti-colic bottle, which have like the little like kind of straw, I guess. It's not a straw, but it's like the air processing system inside of it, just to have a couple of different things to try. I registered for 2 different sets of the baby bandana drool bibs from Copper Pearl. They're so freaking cute. I can't handle them. They're both unavailable right now. I'm keeping them on my registry because as they come available, I might just buy them myself before then. And then what we're gonna use for her diapers, like in our room and stuff, is the Ubi steel odor locking pail with no special bags required, which I think is really awesome. I did register for the Ubi brand disposable diaper pail bags, but you can use like regular trash bags and stuff like that, and they'll fit and work the same way because it's the pail that locks it rather than the bag, which I thought was a really great idea. And it's not super expensive. It's like similar, it's a tiny bit more expensive, but very similar to the other brands. And so I thought it was a good idea to go with the ones that doesn't require special bags, so I can just get on Amazon, or if Riley's at the grocery store, just have him get like kitchen bags so we don't run out. And then I have a ton of books and super cute like clothes and headbands and bows and swaddles on here that are just like extra fun things that are cute. I registered for water wipes and like the boogie wipes, nursing pads, all that kind of stuff, just extra things that Amazon prompts you to register for. So if you guys are interested in seeing all of that, then obviously it's linked down below. The last thing I want to talk about is I did register for the Boppy pillow, the nursing pillow, and a different brand's version of their cover because it's super cute. And I think a Boppy is going to be really important to me, and I just think it's a big deal. It's like $30, so I definitely put that on here as a must-have. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, or if you have any items that you think I need to register for, please leave them down below. I'm a first-time mom of a baby girl or baby boy. I'm just a first-time mom in general, so I have no idea what I was doing. I was just using prompts from videos like this and Amazon. So if I'm missing out on anything, please let me know. I'm looking for the most like well-rounded registry that I can get. Not too much like the new fancy like cute Instagram stuff, but I don't want to miss out on that stuff if it really is worth it. So please let me know what you guys think. Check out my registry and tell me if I'm missing anything, or if there's something that you've used and you're like, my baby hated it, just a heads up. I love you guys. Thanks so much for clicking on my video. I hope you stick around and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.